Despite having every opportunity and every resources, such as the sanitation component of the DACF, many assemblies have simply refused to act. You have ignored the recruitment of young people to clean our streets and desert our drains. And Shai-Osudoku is number one. Please, sit up. What is the excuse? None. It is a sheer negligence and disregard of your duty. Sanitation is not a favor you are doing the people. It is a core responsibility. The stench, the filth, the choked drains are a reflection of your failure to lead from this moment. Your performance on sanitation will be under the strictest monitoring. The era of excuses is over. I will not hesitate to commend the removal of non-performing chief executives. The people of Greater Accra deserve better, and they will get better with or without you. Billboards. Billboards and other concerns. Assemblies continue to look on while illegal billboards are springing up everywhere, obstructing visibility and endangering lives. This carelessness is unacceptable. You must enforce the law without fear or favor. Do your job or step aside for those who can. And as for this theft of drain covers, I am shocked at the lack of seriousness in tackling these issues. Work with the police, intensify surveillance, and take proactive measures. Stop waiting for instructions before acting. Leadership demands initiative, not laziness. Personal assistance. Let me address a disturbing trend that has reached my attention. Some of you have surrounded yourselves with personal assistants who have virtually taken over your official responsibilities. If you have decided to bring PAs, let them be clear. Their roles is strictly to help you organize your schedules, manage your time, and provide administrative support. Your PAs are not to approve documents on gimmicks and not to represent you at official meetings. This must stop immediately. Assemblies cannot run by unelected, unappointed individuals hiding behind your authority. Furthermore, I have reports that many of you have also turned your official offices into party meeting grounds, filling them with unauthorized officials and visitors, while your staff, the very people who are supposed to lead, are denied access to discuss official matters. This is abuse of office and is unacceptable. Let me sound this caution. No MMDCE is to attend any RCC meeting with their PAs. Note, some issues are strictly confidential. You might not know your PA. We should all take, advice from Victoria Hammer. I believe you know the story very well. And so, not that we are preventing, but there are certain issues which are strictly, you don't have to involve your PAs because we don't know what will happen in the near future. This practice ends now, and it continues. If it continues, the individuals involved will face serious consequences. Environmental concerns, Ramsar site, and Lilo Lagoon, Lalui Lagoon. Another matter of grave concern is the reckless encroachment and destruction of environmentally sensitive areas. I am serving notice here and now. The RCC, working with the relevant agencies, will continue to embark on demolition exercise at the Ramsar site to stop the illegal development that are choking our wetlands and worsen our flooding situation. Equally, alarming is the filling material into the Laloi Lagoon. Between the Kpone, you are fighting over boundary issues, so I don't know which district it falls on. Between Kpone and Ningo-Prampram district. Let me be clear, this illegality must stop immediately. It is irresponsible, short-sighted, and a direct assault on environmental sustainability. The consequences of such actions are devastating. Increased flooding, lost biodiversity, and long-term environmental damage that no government can afford to ignore. We will not countenance these activities any longer. Those responsible will be held accountable, and strict enforcement measures will be taken without fear or favor. So those of you who brings these investors to my office, please, if you don't want any embarrassment, please desist, because I'm not ready to compromise. Thank you. In conclusion, let me remind all chief executives here, your performance will be based on 3 clear areas: sanitation, street light, and enforcement of bylaws. This will be documented in my report to the Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, and forwarded to the Presidency. To the general public, I call on all residents to report 40 street lights for quick action. Take responsibility for sanitation and avoid indiscriminate dumping. Stop mounting unauthorized billboards and assist security agencies in protecting the public infrastructure. I also wish to sound a caution to persons who steal metal and covers and sell them to scrap dealers. Please, you are warned to desist from this act. Anyone caught will be severely punished and dealt with by the law. The people of this region are tired of words. They want results, and they want them now. Thank you for your attention. And please, the region has also appointed a regional sanitation task officer, coordinator, and I wish to commend him. So far, so good. So please, if you are here, Tony, let them see you. So please, anytime he comes to any of your jurisdiction, please accord him the necessary support. Thank you so much.
I don't know why the applause are not coming. I don't know whether it is a beautiful morning or it is a hot morning. The people of this region are tired of words. They want results, and they want them now. Action is now. That is the gospel according to the Honorable Greater Accra Regional Minister. Honorable, you have spoken. I want to use this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of the Member of Parliament for the people of Ablekuma North, Honorable Irabuna Obu. Honorable, you're welcome. The Honorable Regional Minister has spoken, and it is now your time and your turn to speak. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going straight, accounting to the people. What do you have to account for? And on that note, I will invite the Dean of all the NCEs to come and account first. If he's done accounting, we'll move down. Honorable, please, it is your turn to account. Whether in cedis or in dollars, we want account.
Thank you very much. Operating on all existing protocols. Before I proceed, I would like to use this singular opportunity to praise and appreciate our able and affable regional minister, Honorable Linda Kwele Oklu, the Yasantoa of our times, and the breaker of buildings on the waterways. Thank you very much. And my colleague MMCEs. Okay, straight to the point. I think we are having 5 minutes allocation, so we'll be as brief and precise as possible. On street lights, the West Municipality, which is the gateway to Accra, is experiencing excessive roadworks. That is the Fankor in Sanwan highways. And therefore, most of our street lights around those places are damaged for the roadworks. However, the inner roads, we have a few street lights operating. And straight to the point, I would like to mention that the total number of street lights distributed so far, we have 3,433. We have 1,675 functioning. We have 1,597 not functioning. And the assembly is acquiring 3,995 to augment the already existing ones. The reason why we have most of the street lights not functioning is due to power outages and fluctuations. And I think as we try to justify the inability and malfunctioning, we have to also consider the inefficiency of electricity. Electricity Corporation of Ghana. So to go straight to sanitation, the West Municipality generates approximately 81,256 tons of waste each year, but about 62,122 tons are collected and disposed of safely. To enhance access to waste disposal services, the Assembly has deployed 11 communal waste containers in market, lorry parks, and other hard-to-reach areas. The Assembly has engaged 14 waste contractors for door-to-door refuse collection at non-accessible areas.
Dean, please, sorry to interrupt. Please, I want to know, because in your submission, you said you have 1,500 not functioning.
Yes.
So let us know, what are some of the measures you've taken to make sure that those 1,005 street lights are functioning? That is what we want to hear, please.
All right.
We have 2 minutes more.
Okay. So we have employed the services of maintenance contractor who is at work at the moment for the past 3 months. So we are fixing them and acquiring new ones to replace them. So that is what we're doing at the moment.
So please, any timeline?
All things being equal, by the end of November, we should be doing good. Okay. So on sanitation, as mentioned already, to augment the efforts of the private waste contractors, the Assembly has also 1 compactor and 6 tricycles to aid the collection. The Assembly, in collaboration with the traditional authorities, we are trying to come out with task force operators. So these task force coordinators are going to operate alongside with the municipal health authorities. So what we intend doing is that in every electoral area, we're going to have a task force coordinator who is going to manage sanitation, and we're going to have sanitation task force as well. What Ghana West is trying to do, because we are the gateway to Accra, we are trying to also complement government effort by decongesting Accra. By so doing, we want to make Ghana West attractive and create jobs, make it cleaner, so that those who are traveling from the North Ashanti region, Eastern region to Accra, when they get to Ghana West, they will get a job, they will find a better place to stay, and therefore will not proceed to Mayor's zone. So they can stay in Amasama Enclave and then decongest Accra. In doing so, we have a monthly timetable for all government agencies and corporate bodies who are also going to lead sanitation. So what we are trying to bring is that in a year, we have a calendar, and this, like, let's say we're going to September, an agency will be leading the sanitation and all of us will support. And it's going to be competitive, and we're going to give awards for the best performing sanitation corporate body. Now, West is also trying to go green, and this idea I'm going to sell to all of you. So we are asking all international partners or local partners who are greenery oriented should also consider coming up with this. We are talking about the green containers and the ordinary ones. By so doing, all recyclables, we want to make sure that West is going to initiate and pioneer this so that all recyclables will be put in different bins and then the other ones in other ones. We're doing so because personally, I know President, my regional minister, is championing sanitation, but it's a personal core responsibility based on my own values and objectives to ensure that West go green. So what we are saying is that all those of you in the media, those friends you have, bring them on board. We want to make sure that the sachets, the pure water sachets, personally, when I see them in the drains or the gutters, I get sick. So we want to try and initiate this. This is what I have precisely, concisely, and briefly. Thank you very much.
That was the MC for West, Honorable John Desmond, so am I. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to blend. We are going straight to Tema. We'll listen to Honorable Eddie Bright, the Mayor of Tema. Thank you very much.
Honorable Regional Minister, please permit me to stand on all existing protocols. We'll try to do our report from Tema in 5 minutes. So our fundamental challenge is to transform a sprawling urban area while maintaining essential services. So 3 months ago, I walked into the city with only 45% of our street lights functioning. Our Meridian Hotel, once a symbol of Ghana's modern aspirations, had become a dumping ground, a mountain of garbage without it being declared a dumping site. Our sewage system, built for a smaller population decades ago, is failing daily. Our beachfront is an embarrassment instead of a symbol of leisure. So today I report on our first steps towards building a 24-hour sustainable city at the center of the world. And my goal is to move the Assembly from a reactive and ad hoc management entity to a proactive structural transformation. So within my first weeks, working with private waste management companies, for example, Zoom Lion, and a couple of others, we fixed, and then staff from TMA, we cleared the mountain of garbage from the Meridian Hotel grounds and its surrounding areas. We fixed the Harbour Road, which had frustrated commuters for months, with the express management of GPHA as our partners. We've desilted 11.5 kilometers of drains as part of that project. And we've deployed currently 60 street sweepers and 7 boiler taxis for waste collection in areas that the trucks do not reach. We're concentrating a lot on our CBD, because for the inner areas, we have companies that are designated to collect in those areas. However, we're reviewing the terms of our partnerships and contracts to get the best deal possible. I'd like to use this chance to say that because we provide landfill services for 7 assemblies, including our own metro, we're having a challenge with dumping. And so this is affecting all the 7 assemblies, including ourselves, that depend on our landfill. The deal that we currently have in collaborative management with Zoom Lion has not managed the landfill. And so we're facing the challenge of identifying a new landfill and then managing the one that we already have. Now, our metropolis generates 200 tons of waste daily. And so currently, though, the Abobo years, which are last resort, tricycles with open loading spaces, they are creating secondary sanitation challenges because they pick up from residents, but they dump along the road. And then we have to now go and pick up this. But the same residents don't want to pay for us to pick up in the first place. So we have to activate a lot of education, and then we want to regularize the aboboyas and give them specifications so that they now do covered trucks and a lot of other strictures that we're putting in place. 5 minutes will not allow me to do this. But we're also, in terms of street lights, there are 3,000 street lights that we intend to install must by necessity be all-inclusive solar, because one of the challenges we have with keeping the lights on right now is the theft of underground cables, broken down poles by motorists, non-functioning components, and weakened underground cables, those existing, and then the unavailability of mounted street light poles in many areas. And so the street light issue is also to provide security for our sanitation, because it is in the darkness that people dump illegally on our streets. So this year, also in terms of our liquid waste, which is a big challenge for us, the Assembly has commenced the replacement of old sewer lines in communities 1, 8, and 9. And then we will continue with our phased replacement. We are collaborating with Tema West Municipal Assembly and other partners to rehabilitate the Community 3 treatment plant. And we're upgrading the full operationalization of 3 pumping stations. And then we're exploring decentralized treatment systems under PPP arrangements. So currently the contract for feasibility studies is already underway. And I've already talked about managing the dump site. So in conclusion, I'll just like to say in terms of urban control, we've suspended all new container permits while we develop comprehensive methods for permitting them. Unauthorized billboards are coming down while we pursue a standardization of billboards under the express management of the Assembly. So I just want to conclude by saying that my goal is to restore Tema's pride through performance. Every functioning street light extends economic activity and supports the 24-hour economy. Every registered aboboya brings sanity to waste collection and dignified employment, and every desilted drain prevents disease. Every recovered property brings funds for development. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Lady Bright. That was Tema Metropolitan Assembly. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on Joy and on CTG TV. Latenu, Ubonu, we are all live there. So you go there, you see us live. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to go to Dubai. So we are going to Kpone-Katamanso Circle area. Kpone, Honorable. It's Honorable Atu Casey.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And then I stand on all already declared protocols. I would want to speak on the 4 teams. We have installation and maintenance of our metal gratings, the operations of our environmental health and sanitation, management of our outdoor advertisement within our jurisdiction, and the status of maintenance of street lights. On the installation and maintenance of metal gratings, the Assembly since 2020 has successfully installed over 500 metal gratings along key routes in our municipality. These initiatives have significantly improved mobility safety for both pedestrians and motorists. However, we have had challenges in the efforts in this particular service. To date, we've lost over 124 of the gratings through theft and the vandalism, primarily occurring during the night. Nevertheless, this year, we have engaged a third-party contractor to install new gratings along critical routes. I've also urged all Assembly members to cooperate and help us achieve this particular aim. I also like to talk about environmental health and sanitation within the Assembly. The Assembly generates about 272 tons of waste daily, accumulating into 8,160 tons per month. Our waste collection efforts have been improved significantly with major contributing partners from Jacora and Zoom Lion and other informal waste management collectors. Our achievement in street sweeping and market sanitation have been commendable. However, some challenges remain. The Assembly is taking bold steps to enhancing sanitation through rapid response initiative, daily waste collections, and night patrols, which is quite significant. But most of within our areas, waste is dumped normally in the night. So that is what we are doing. Dumping sites will be repurposed by back center established and later task force deployed. With stricter enforcement, community engagement, and dedicated vehicles for environmental health and sanitation, we aim to build a cleaner, healthier municipality. These measures have enhanced our effort in maintaining clean and safe environment for our residents. Honorable Regional Minister, regarding management of outdoor advertisements, we identified several issues during an assessment exercise conducted recently with the leadership of the Ghana Advertising Association. These issues include wrongful erection of signages and non-compliance with national standards, among others. Accordingly, the Fiscal Planning Department of the Assembly has been diligently working to streamline and standardize outdoor advertising within our municipality in compliance with the Ghana Standards Authority guidelines. We have also held stakeholders engagement and conducted inspections to enhance awareness and ensure compliance. To sustain our effort, we are introducing a joint inspection and environment enforcement team, which will include representatives from the Fiscal Planning Department and the advertising industry. To collaborate, this collaborative approach will ensure effective monitoring and compliance with laid down regulations. Distinguished guests, following the directive from the Greater Accra Regional Minister, our team of engineers undertook a thorough inspection of the street lights on the principal streets in our municipality to ascertain their status. In total, we had 656 street lights were inspected, out of which 210 were found to be functional. The rest of 446 were identified as faulty. In this line, the Assembly undertook project to fix the 40 street lights. The project was structured in two phases. I'm pleased to announce that phase 1 covered the 28th February Road, Starlet's 91 Street, Angolan Street, and Independence Avenue, and the Bounce Road. These major routes are now fully well lit, improving safety and visibility at night. The phase 2, successfully completed, would cost us 338,000. No, currently we spend 338,000 in maintaining those streets. And the second phase will cost us 407,000 Ghana cedis, and this will take 4 weeks to complete. I'm proud. It is truly heartwarming to share with the Assembly has designed and developed in-house management software. That's our revenue. In-house management software named Rev Solution, which is the first approach to maximizing revenue performance. We are proud to say that out of the internally generated budget of 41 million, we'll be able to mobilize over 20 million by the first week of August, giving us 49% of the projected revenue based on the software that we have. Distinguished guests, I would want to touch on the decongestion exercise, which I'm undertaking with the Accra Metropolitan Assembly to decongest the areas within the city. It's pleasing to state that the collaboration has been largely successful, and we intend to sustain it by constantly monitoring the situation and enforcing discipline on our streets. In conclusion, together, let us work together, fostering cleaner, safer, and more prosperous Greater Accra. Thank you for your kind attention. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable Papu. Honorable Alote Gazy. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, all protocol has already been observed. So don't stand on any protocol again. Let's just move straight to the point and deliver. On that standing note, we'll invite the MCA for Accra Central.
Thank you very much, MC. So straight to the point. My name is Ayawaso for Accra Central. And on the reasons why we are here, number one on street light. In Accra Central, we benefited from the program our regional minister embarked on when she was appointed. So we have 50 street lights which we were able to mount in the major streets in 4 electoral areas. That is the Sotum electoral area, Ashaiman, Racecourse electoral area, Tabura Ningo-Prampram East electoral area, and Chantani Ablekuma West electoral area. Currently, we have put up a task force comprising of the municipal works engineer, assembly members, and the municipal electrician, and we've identified that we have over 2,000 street lights across the 13 electoral areas in Accra Central. Unfortunately, majority of them are faulty in terms of the photo cell and some few cables. So the task force have submitted a budget where we are purchasing all the photo cells, then the cables. We have given them by close of September to ensure we fix all the 40 street lights among the over 2,000 street lights in Accra Central. We have also submitted our details in terms of the street names and the numbers and expecting. And as our regional minister, announced, very soon shall be receiving some street lights from the Ministry of Energy. But the Assembly is also purchasing some to augment what we have. So by September, we should be able to make sure all the 13 electoral areas are well lighted within Accra Central. The next is on sanitation. We have a peculiar challenge in terms of all the streams that run through our municipality. We have 6 streams, and they are mostly filled with filth and what you normally call the boiler. So we embark on serious dredging in the month of July and August, and we are fortunate to have been able to dredge all the 6 streams within Accra Central. That's the Bokoboko stream, the Kwashibu Lafa stream, the Awoshi Elang stream, that of the Antiaku Lane 5 stream, and all the adjoining ones. We have desealed and dredged all those streams. That's the reason why this time around, from June to July, when the rains were very heavy, we did not hear anything. Either to whenever it rains, we hear so many things about Ayawaso to Accra Central. In terms of the solid waste collection companies, we have 8, of which I think they were not doing very well. So I had a meeting with them. 5 of them have been shortlisted. Their license have been renewed, and currently they are working. We have advertised an expression of interest in the media, so we'll be able to get 10 more additional third-party waste collectors to augment what we have in Accra Central. Our municipality also falls within the Awoshi-Pokwasi Highway. 10.5 kilometers of the Pokwasi Highway falls within Accra Central. And we had a challenge when I took office in terms of the weeds that have grown in the median, the debris and choke drains along the highway. We quickly put 3 teams together and separated or divided the highway, the 10.5 kilometer, into 3.3 each for 3 different companies to clean. And I'm happy to announce that they have done the weeding, they've done the cleaning, they have also done the desilting of some of the drains, and they currently are collecting the debris from the Awoshi-Pokwasi Highway, starting from Banyard to Canada, that is the entrance to Ghana North Municipal Assembly. In terms of the solid waste collection again, we are still using the Abubuya because they have been very significant to our work as far as waste collection is concerned in Accra Central. So we have streamlined about 70 of them, which they are assisting in collecting waste within Accra Central. We are fortunate that on a highway, we don't have much problem when it comes to mounting of billboards wrongly. We had one or two which we have spoken to the companies involved, and they have pulled them down. So in terms of the subject matter, that is street light, sanitation, and the wrong mounting of billboards, I can confidently say that for Accra Central, we are on track. We have few challenges. We have planned to solve them. By September, we should see most of our street lights working. We should see more third-party solid waste collectors collecting our waste within Accra Central. Let me also take this opportunity, in conclusion, to announce to the residents of Greater Accra, especially Ayawaso, to support us in terms of their rate payment. That is the property rate and the business operating permit. Because many are the things that the regional minister has outlined for us to do to change the various districts. But everything that we are supposed to do, we need money to do it. So we take this opportunity to urge them to pay their rates. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable MC. We are so grateful. Ladies and gentlemen, honorables, please, when you mention your name and your assembly, for instance, if you say Accra Central, I want us to know which parts, just some few popular towns, so people will know it is the NCE speaking. So you say Accra Central, Ayawaso, Tom, thereabout, then people will know that EMCA, Leyu, Aloje, Nakai. On that note, we are going to walk there. Honorable Alfredo. But ladies and gentlemen, please let us know straight what you've been able to do. The street lights, you made 10, you have done 20. Moving forward, you want to do 30, and the timelines, so that we are clear on the terms that we are going. So people that are watching and listening will measure you by what you have said. It is about transparency and accountability. Thank you.
Good morning. Alfredos Anyete is my name. My area spans La Township, Cantonments, Laboni, Airport, Chado, South La, Akwaji, etc. So let me go straight to the point. On the issue of street lights, we have about 3,000 street lights in the entire municipality. Let me divide it into two categories. The major roads, the Chadi roundabout through Major Mahama roundabout to Bema Camp overpass has street lights functioning. The 37 lorry station to T Junction also has street lights functioning. These streets were off when I assumed office. Currently they are working. The challenge we have currently with street lights on the major road is the La Beach Road through the veterinary to the police headquarters. This has been difficult because the road is under contract by the Chinese contractor, China Jiangxi, and the fixing of the street lights forms part of the entire stretch or contract from Longwa through to Independence Square. So we are advised that we cannot do anything about it unless urban roads takes action on it for us. On the internal lab, the street lights are being fixed. We have 1,003 functioning and 1,007 were not functioning.
Honorable, please, if you can go back to the urban roads side. So
Okay.
we want to know how many you have received in total, how many are working, how many are not working, and then the action that the Assembly is seeking to ensure that they are all lifted, and at what time. Timelines are of essence.
Okay.
Thank you.
So all the principal streets are lighted now. Like I mentioned, the Chadu roundabout through to Wema Kambuba Pass is working now. The only one that we have a problem with is the stretch from the Nungwa barrier through to the Independence Square. That's a larger contract. So we are advised that the lights, street lights, form part of the contract for the construction of the road. And since the DDEP is not being done, so we are calling on the urban roads department. They can assist us to have the street lights on that road fixed. And coming to the internal of the township, we are currently fixing all the street lights there. I have the breakdown here. If anyone wants to verify, they can get them from here. I'll move straight to billboards. Fortunately, myself leading the fiscal planners and the works officers, we go around every now and then to inspect the billboards in the municipality. We are pleased to report that we had only one case of a shelter around Silver Star, around Opebia, which was a problem. And we have gone ahead to have it removed. So currently we don't have any case of inappropriately mounted billboard in the municipality. And then on the metal gratings, when I was in office, we saw lots of areas that did not have their gutters covered with the gratings. Fortunately, partnering some of our development planners, we've filled up most of those spaces. A few weeks ago, or a few days ago, we noticed that some of the scrap dealers went back to steal some of the gratings. So we have involved the community to be very vigilant, to be watching those spaces for us. We have communicated with the police as well to help us in patrolling and seeing to it that some of these metal gratings are not stolen any longer. On the issue of sanitation, we have done very well to the silt and dredge many of our water bodies, waterways, gutters, etc., our drains. And I believe that the media can go around Dade-Kotopon and see for yourselves the work we have done. Some of them, for years, never saw any desilting. I believe that when you do this, you see for yourself and you clap for Dade-Kotopon. Thank you very much.
Clap for you. Please, he requested that you clap for him. Thank you very much, Honorable. We are grateful to you. The media is here. If they want to take it up while we are done, they will do so accordingly. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to the good people of Crow, Engineer Paul Afotekwe.
Honorable Regional Minister, thank you for the opportunity. On sanitation, first of all, Regional Minister, let me say that monthly cleanup exercises remain a key plank of our sanitation strategy. Key areas including Kpone-Katamanso, Spintex, Nungwa Market, and other areas have enjoyed cleanup exercises as part of our larger sanitation strategy. The silting of our drains also remains a key part. The clogging of drains, dredging of the Sango, Blekese, and Mukwen have all been undertaken as part of keeping our drains clean and also reducing the incidence of flooding. Evacuation of waste, working closely with Zoom Lion, also is ongoing. Honorable Regional Minister, also the street refuse collection is also something that we are working on. Street cleansing and sweeping of our streets is also something that we'll continue to do. We have currently engaged about 60 street sweepers to ensure that every morning streets are being cleaned. Honorable Regional Minister, shortly after the celebration of Plejo, we were a bit constrained in terms of the street cleansing and street sweeping. But as we speak, through the engagement of the 60 people I mentioned, we've been able to get ourselves back on track. Our Regional Minister, waste segregation is something that moving forward will work on getting done. As we speak, I'm happy to announce that the Assembly is piloting the initiative at the head office. Once we're able to get some significant results, we'll roll it out to other areas of the municipality. Honorable Regional Minister, public campaigns, sensitization is also a key part of the strategy we want to roll out to keep our communities clean. Areas including Ngwazongo, Spintex, Adogono have all benefited from the sensitization campaigns to ensure that our people more and more comply with existing sanitation, or let me say good sanitation practices. Honorable Regional Minister, let me also say that we have a team in place that is closely monitoring our communal container sites where we have our escape bins to ensure that people dump the way they are expected to do so. We also have a team that is monitoring areas that we have identified to have greater incidence of unapproved dumping. Honorable Regional Minister, finally on our sanitation, I'm happy to report that moving forward, one of the things we'll be doing is to engage 4 additional service providers to ensure that the frequency of collection of waste within our electoral areas is improved. We'll also be engaging more tricycle operators to ensure that, again, we have greater collection across the electoral areas. Honorable Regional Minister, let me also report that we are fervently working around getting our bylaws gazetted to ensure that we are able to do greater enforcement when it comes to sanitation. The beach cleanup exercises have also been a key part of our sanitation strategy. I'm happy to report that over the 3 months or so since I took office, we've been able to clean our beaches, the Cocoa Beach and the Nungwa Landing Beach. Honorable Regional Minister, let me seize the opportunity finally on sanitation to encourage members of the public to see sanitation as a shared responsibility and to look at the areas within either their households or their business areas as their responsibility as the Assembly continues to do its part to ensure that our municipality remains clean. On street lights, Honorable Regional Minister, installation of 254 street lights were undertaken. Areas like the Nungwa Beach Drive enjoyed some street lights. New Daiku Street also enjoyed some street lights. Bachona Highway, Adogono Highway, Cactus Streets, and the Cocoa Beach area all enjoyed some street lights. Honorable Regional Minister, let me say finally on street lights that a total of 1,866 street lights are currently in place in Kro. Out of the number, 480 are not functioning. By the close of the quarter, we can assure that we will take steps to get about 100 of them replaced so that streets will be lightened up. Let me once again thank you, Honorable Regional Minister, for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Engineer. So, Kromo is Nungwa Barrier, part of Okaikwei from Adogono, Boati, Nungwa, a police station area, Cocoa Beach. That is the area that refers to Kromo. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to Adentan Municipal Assembly. Honorable Ella.
Good afternoon, all of you. Honorable Regional Minister, this brief report reflects the strides the Assembly has achieved in terms of environmental health and sanitation, security, signage management, and issues relating to stealing of metal drain covers by scrap cleaners. Under environmental health and sanitation, as of August 2025, the Assembly had undertaken 7 cleanup in line with the National Sanitation Day directives. To keep our ceremonial street clean, we have also engaged temporary sweepers to maintain cleanliness. We have also, to keep our ceremonial street clean, we have engaged temporary sweepers to maintain cleanliness. Zoomline Ghana Limited is currently undertaking the sanitation improvement package contract aspect of the environmental cleansing within the municipality. I am glad to announce that Adentan Municipal Assembly was first in both the 2021 and 2022 district sanitation league table, and we intend to increase the momentum or maintain it. Under prosecution, the Assembly has successfully prosecuted 9 cases with 7 pending at the law court for offences involving indiscriminate release of stray animals, indiscriminate discharge of wastewater, open burning, noise pollution, and littering. We have also enforced spot fines and penalties as stipulated in our 2025 fee fixing. Street lighting. In line with its commitment to ensure the safety and security of its residents, the Assembly has, as of second quarter, maintained and replaced a total of 130 photocells and connected 130 previously disconnected streetlights within the municipality. We have also employed the services of 4 different electricians for the 4 zonal councils that make up the Adentan Municipal Assembly. Again, 8 out of 12 assembly members used their development fund for this year to maintain and buy street lights. Talking of street lights, I would want to say that our MP, my MP, Honorable Adamu Ramadan, has been very, very instrumental in making sure that every corner of Adentan has street lights. This he does by giving out street lights to residents that anytime we have resident association meetings, he comes there and then gives out street light to every resident that attended the meeting. And just 2 weeks ago, he gave out 245 street lights to all the residents that participated in the meeting. Please clap for my MP. He's done well. Stealing of metal drink covers. The theft of metal drink covers by scrap dealers remains a significant concern for the Assembly, despite the Assembly's ongoing efforts to replace the stolen covers and strengthen security measures and security measures. These acts of vandalism persist. The perpetrators continue to find ways to remove the drink covers, often under the cover of night, which has hindered the Assembly's ability to apprehend any individual in the act. Notable locations where such incidents have occurred include the Adentan Lorry Station, the Dade-Kotopon area, and the junction near the Assembly premises. This process of replacing the stolen metal drink covers is currently in progress. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Adentan MC. Now we are going straight. And if I say straight, we are going to Kpone-Katamanso. Honorable, your name and tell us where and where falls under who.
Somewhere, Tetakashimotin is the name. Katamanso. And I have notable towns like Poeten, Santel, Bawaleshi, Oyibi, Nganoma, Bechili, and then the Apollonia. Not the one in the Bible, though. I want to start with street lights. We've been able to maintain 100 street lights within the Kpone Township, Sakibedia, Kunzenu, Atadeka, Katamanso, Kubekro 1 and 2, Apollonia, Oyibi, to Bonaparte, Tulaku, Yellow Sandball, Bechili, and then Bechili Pure Oil. In the same way, we have also been able to install 200 new street lights. The MP has also compensated our effort by assisting the municipality with an additional installation of 325 street lights. For Katamanso, we've put a structured maintenance scheme so to make sure every corner of the municipality is lighted. We've also encouraged the residents the local residents, and then I tasked the unit committee members to be updating our office promptly on 40 streetlights for swift repairs. Plans are afoot to expand the streetlights also to unlighted areas. With sanitation, we've been able to done several cleanup exercises so that we'll be able to reduce the breeding places of mosquitoes and also to prevent pest infestation. Areas covered include Kpone-Katamanso, Bechile, Bombaria, Belakwa Stretch, Oyibi, Pondotia, the Lalwe Beach, and then the Tulaku area. On the sitting, we've done major work along the Atadeka, Zenu, and then the Nganoman enclave. With our liquid waste, we've repaired 5 of our public toilets that are serving the area, and then we intend encouraging all within the municipality to have this in their houses. We have also intensified the monthly cleanup exercises. Also, procurement is being augmented so that we will acquire more sanitary tools and equipment. On our culverts, we have advanced to the stage where we are going to enforce the laws with the help of the new magistrate court that we've gotten in the area, so that all those who are trying to cause trouble within the area by stealing our culvert and selling them to the scrap dealers will duly be dealt with. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable. So Weija-Gbawe is part of his jurisdiction. Katamanso, all that area, his place is very big. Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving to Accra East. Honorable Kabu.
Thank you very much. Hello. Thank you very much. My name is Kenneth Kapukufikano. With sanitation, when I resumed office, I was welcomed with 614 tons of solid waste. I engaged DRIP coordinator to assist me to transfer those waste to a dumping site. Kasai had about 330 tons, Church of Pentecost 53, 4-way 236 tons. In all, we realized we have to do something about our transfer of waste. So we are constructing 3 zones transfer of waste, whereby all the waste that have been collected from 4, Totope, Okansekope, Elavano Enclave will be lodged at 4-way. When you come to Big Ada Enclave 2, we are constructing another transfer area to do that. Kasentro is going to have the same thing. Let me thank the Member of Parliament who gave me 200 street lights, and we're able to face those street lights within Kase, 4-way, Kabea Yumu, 8 enclaves, and the last place is Kotope. Still, I need more street lights because when we did our audit, I need about 620 street lights, and thank God. Okay. Because you said you give us 100, so I just want to subtract the 100 from the 500, so that I'll get 400 and something. So I know I have about 420 street lights to buy at a reduced price. Yes. With Ada, we don't have problem with drainage. After all, one may ask, where are the gutters? We don't have gutters. Yes, because we have a very good land, so we don't have gutters. Yes, it's true. Now, when it comes to erecting of billboards that are not authorized, I have only 38 billboards, and with the 38, they are doing well. Thank you very much.
Honorable, thank you very much for your presentation. Did you say you... Hello? Please, did you say you took some of the street lights to Totope?
Yes, Totope.
All right. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll invite the mother of all the assemblies, the mayor of Accra.
Evidence-based report.
Bobake. Good morning, Honorable Minister. My area is the center of Accra, where we have all the guns. Ayawaso, Bubuashi, Kaneshin. You can see all the shin is in my area. So I'm not here to. They have to understand what I'm going to say. By the help of the regional minister, as for me, when I assume office, there were few lights off, and with the help of the coordinating director and some other few people, we have bring the lights on from the Atamils High Streets, Rollins Park, Buko Marina. All the lights are on now, and I have the evidence. The journalists can go and check. I'm not here to speak drama, and the journalists can go and check. That's the street lights. But the only challenge I have now is the Awudome Cemetery. And luckily, Honorable Ines Adumakum has given me over 400 street lights to fix them. And I hope by next week, I'll fix them. When it comes to drainage, so far, Agbogoshi, you all know Agbogoshi. I have problem. Solve it. But if you look at what I have here, Agbogoshi, all the gutters are clean now. Clap for me. This is evidence. Evidence-based.
Lord Mayor.
When it comes to people in Accra who don't want to pay taxes for the billboard, I'm bringing them down. You can go and check.
Evidence.
With the covers too, by the help of the assembly, we have been able to fix so far 160 covers. But we realize that people are taking them off. So we have a new plan by using the wood and the concrete and the metal. Now one too, you can go and check around Rollins Park, close to the UTC, part of Odododo, all the gutters have been covered. Evidence-based. This is how the wooden, if my brothers will learn, this is how the wooden one is.
So please. Any share marry because Minji your friend, your mommy, and your papa. Care about 24-hour exercise any of your so far we employment 160. Ghana youths we my lunch have very soon. My inviting a friend. There will be 57 sweepers. What many tankers, you get tankers in the back. Ni about talk about like really here about mobile. Me young only your friend, your man. She. Ofana, me in my officer, manake can choke. You want chair in your me colleague clotting. You want to kill no matter what you want you want to feed congestion. So far. Each one you were trying, it do ba. She, what can I be a Amatuni? Don't make bad if I beg you, please. I beg you, move off the pavements. I beg you. Next week I'm having a press conference. And this time, the first time was very cool, no fun. But this time I'm going to enforce the laws because I have the sanitation courts there. Which I'll make sure. I have lines for you, the red line, the favorite red line. Please go back the line and sell. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mayor of Accra. In fact, your presentation wouldn't have been conclusive if you had not spoken Ga. Fine. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, he mentioned Agbogloshi and he shares boundary with an assembly that is equally Agbogloshi based. On that note, we'll invite the MC, Honorable Frank Nkansa of the Ablekuma Central Municipal Assembly.
Thank you very much. So, we share boundaries, so we also do evidence-based together. So we share our evidences together as well. Thank you very much. So let me continue from sanitation. Indeed, I share boundary with the mayor. The only difference is that we have already launched or outdoor our sanitation guards, which indeed this is the evidence. You can see them. We have about 32 people already in the municipality. And together with Ghana Prisons and then Association for Abosokai, about a month ago, we closed down the whole of Abosokai. And from 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock, I know most of the media, you were there, so you witnessed it. We cleaned up the whole of Abosokai, which has almost about 40,000 shops and then tabletop as well. So we did that just about 3 to 1 month ago. Again, on sanitation, we have also liaised with other traditional leaders. So let me also thank, since we have the media, I want to thank the Director General for Ghana Prisons, who was there with his team, about 50 prisoners, to come and join us in our sanitation exercise. Let's give it up to the Director General of Prisons who joined us. We have signed continuous agreement with them. And in the coming days, 2 weeks from now, we are also making sure we clean the South Industrial area. That is where Japan Motors, Rana Motors, Fuel Enterprise, where they are. We have signed an arrangement with them, and Ghana Prisons together will be clearing the place as well. Let me also say that with this partnership, the South Industrial area, which is just a boundary on where the mayor, they have said, the institutions there have said that they are partnering us, and we have formed a working committee. In the coming days, they are helping us to do the drains there. They said they will not wait for government, but then they will join us to do about 3-kilometer drains there. And I thank Honorable Abdul Latif Dan, the MP of the area, who have also been very instrumental in this cause. Now, because Abosokai is in our area, we have more than 15,000 mechanic shops in almost all the electoral areas in our area. In fact, someone comes in and decides that because they want to buy some parts at Ayawaso, they park their vehicles around Mataiko, which is also in my area, with the idea to go and buy the parts and come and fix. Before you know, these cars are almost 3 years, 4 years there. And so within the past 3 months, as part of our initiative, we decided to decongest the area. The only fortunate issues that we have is that we don't have land space to be able to move them there because they have been there for 5 years, 6 years. Some of them we've taken them on. In fact, we seized the vehicles. Some we tax them to pay 3,000 cedis, and some we tax them to pay 2,000 cedis. As we speak, I have 150 cars within my municipality. People have not come for it, and we are using legal means. In the coming days, if you don't pick it, we will auction them, and that is what we want to see as enforcement to ensure that we decongest the area. In terms of street lights, we have about 2,500 street lights, and I can say we have been in opposition, but then our MP Abdul Latif Dan, they call him wherever Latif is, there is light. So he alone has contributed almost about 60% of this light together to make it work. And in the coming days, we have also organized to procure about 1,000. And today, the Asanto of our time is giving us 100. So we left with 900 to procure. And together with our mommy as well, we have made a lot of arrangements to ensure that we decongest the Union site again, Agublushi Union site. She has personally given us a rep from here, and we are with IGP has also given us some team that we are working to decongest the place again. Thank you very much. Now on our final issue has to do with the metal gratings. Just as the mayor said, we have observed that continuously using the metal gratings will not be the solution to curbing the issues of theft. Therefore, we have, together with our engineers, we have designed something similar to what the mayor showed us. And we think that that should be the way to go. So in the coming days, the areas from, what do you call it, Salvation area, coming to Banana in Kaneshi First Light, and then coming into Nkuma Flat, and then even into the Odo Road, we are going to ensure that we will replace all of them. The street light, as I said, 1,000 is on the way. So I know most of the families, the traditional leaders, religious leaders, have been calling on us. There is still a lot to be done, and we'll do it together with your help. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable. So the media, the man responsible for Agogloshi, the people we relocated, he has spoken. If you want any Agogloshi related issues, kindly speak to him. I want us to know.
Please, we want to know the timeline for the fixing of the 1,000 street lights.
Honorable, back to Sandra.
Thank you very much. So for the street lights, we are looking at to October because of procurement issues and all of that. We know that by October we should be able to fix them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable. We are live on Channel 1 TV. We are live on City FM. We are live on City Online. We are live on Joy News. We are live on Joy FM. We are live on Joy Online. We are live on GTV. We are live on Latenu. In fact, we are live everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving straight to Ablekuma West. Honorable, your name, and tell us that you are the MC for Dansoman and its enclave.
Thank you. My name is George Alute, MC for Ablekuma West. Ablekuma West headquarters is Dansoman, and so we have Shiabu, Opetekwe, Glefe, Otojo, Sahara, Exhibition, Zodiac, part of Sakaman, and Agege 205, Karikari, and all those places are under me. Straight to the point, maintenance and installation of street lights. The Assembly has been undertaking routine maintenance and installation of street lights across major streets and communities in Ablekuma West. In the first quarter of 2025, the Assembly has consistently serviced street lights on the General Champo Highway, Ave Maria to Roundabout, Exhibition Roundabout, Bigbasin and Exhibition Roundabout. The progress is that approximately 70% of the deficient street lights identified during the last quarter has been repaired, with new installation ongoing along priority routes.
The challenge is that delay in supply of street lights, components, and reoccurring electrical theft. Electrical cables in some areas are also shown slow down the process. The steps is to intensify community monitoring and close collaboration with assembly members to ensure prompt identification and repair and extend coverage to suggested area. Sanitation within the municipality. Sanitation remains a key priority for the assembly. Effort has been made to improve waste collection and public cleanliness, especially in markets and coastal communities. The assembly was scheduled to have a municipal-wide clean-up exercise when, unfortunately, we had the August 9th tragedy. But the progress is that the assembly is in the process of organizing a rescheduled cleanup exercise at the end of this month. The assembly, together with Zone Lion Limited, continue regular collection of refuse across the municipality. The challenges is indiscriminate dumping of refuse in unauthorized area, inadequate number of skip bins at vantage points, particularly around Weija-Gbawe and around the coast. We are also in talks with traditional leaders and opinion leaders around Glefe because we have an illegal dumping site and works are ongoing. In about November ending, we are sure to evacuate the illegal dumping site. Our next step is to strengthen community sanitization, enforce of sanitization bylaws, and intensify partnership with private waste contractors to ensure timely collection. Billboards or wrongfully placed billboards and their removals. The Assembly has, in the last 2 quarters, been on an intensive campaign to remove all wrongfully placed billboards. Metal grating by scraps dealers. The theft of metal grating covering alongside drain has become a recurring problem within the municipality. Challenges: scrap dealers continue to steal metal gratings within the municipality. Our step is that the Assembly replace stolen metal grating, introduce reinforced concrete slabs. In conclusion, Ablekuma West Municipal Assembly remain committed in addressing these challenges in partnership with stakeholders and community members, while progress has been made in street lighting maintenance. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable. The only issue is that you didn't tell us the timeline. End of November. Please take note. Next week is September, so November is just around the corner.
Yeah, please let them submit their report.
All right, Honorable. So, as part of monitoring, when we are done, we'll pick all the reports. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go to the DCE with all the names of foreign presidents. The Honorable DCE for Accra West. You mention it. Honorable, mention your name.
My name is Monjifa Tanihun Jerry John Foreigner Melsi Kruma, Accra West District. I have 85% of the Songo Lagoon in Accra West. We are talking about 3 thematic areas. Installation of street lights. The Assembly has successfully installed and rehabilitated street lights in the principal streets of Sege and its environs. 112 new street lights have been installed, whilst 40 old ones were rehabilitated. Areas that benefited included the Sege Bato Road, the Sege Accra Road, Sege Adokopi Road, Sege Mataiko Nagonkopi area, Sege Koledo Wakbo Adokope area and Nakichekope area. Currently, each of the 22 assembly members have been given 5 street lights each, totally 110, to install in their respective electoral areas to improve upon security in their communities. And the assembly is helping them to do that. Our MP, Honorable Daniel Kisibese, is also in the process of procuring some street lights to be given to some, we have some farming areas and hamlets to be given to those areas to also help them in their security situations. When it comes to sanitation, the Assembly has been collaborating with the Assembly members and residents in the communities in conducting regular cleanup exercises in these communities. The Assembly also evacuated waste from communities such as Toflopo, Koledo, and Sege proper. There is also regular cleanup exercises in Anyamam, Sege proper, Koledo, and Ablabanya. Those who were not able to take part in these cleanup exercises were prosecuted, and this we have to thank the judge and the judiciary within the district. They have been very helpful, and we are prosecuting those who are not taking part in the exercises. The Assembly also addressed the Zando stream and supported in dredging at Mandakbe and parts of Wukumagbe to address the perennial flooding in the district. Following this, the Assembly did not record major flood incidents this year. The Assembly is currently conducting health screening for food vendors and food handlers in the communities. This is to address health issues among food handlers in the district to avert incidents of typhoid and other related diseases. We have one challenge. Our challenge is with the communal refuse containers, and this Zoom Lion is helping us to address that particular situation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable. He has Nkrumah there, he has Rawlings, he has John, he has Mills. I don't know what he doesn't have. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going straight to Ablekuma North. Fortunately, your Member of Parliament is here.
Thank you very much. I welcome my MP back to Ghana. She's been out for a month now. Thank you. Yes, thank you very much. On the issue of street lights, when I took office 3 months ago, I was presented with a report of about 1,047 street lights that needs to be replaced. As the MCE for Ablekuma North, my areas covers Odoko, Dakuman, Awoshi, Ashaiman, and the rest. When I took office, we've been able to replace 390 street lights out of the 1,047 that I was presented with. And I'm happy to report to you that all these 390 was not secured by the Assembly, but by the hard work of my Member of Parliament, Honorable Irabena Obi. And out of that, we also have about 394 that needs to be replaced with photocell. And I'm happy to announce to you that we've procured the photocell, and by the end of August, by the end of November, we should be able to fix all the street lights with photocell. Yes, we have a major challenge on the Awoshi Highway that has to do with our street lighting. That is beyond the Assembly. And the challenge we have in there is that all the underground cables for the street lights have been stolen. Not only the street lights, it also comes with the traffic lights. So for some time now, about a year and a half now, the Awoshi to Ablekuma highway street light has not been functioning. And we want to use this medium to appeal. We've written to the Highways Authority and we want to appeal to them to come to our aid. With billboards and outdoor advertisements, I met with our indoor contractors and we both agreed that we are removing all the billboards in the medians of the roads. That's the Dr. Bush Highway and then George Walker Bush Highway. We are removing all the billboards in the medians. In the area of sanitation, this is where I have my major problem with my MP. I recall one of my nightmares when she called me early in the morning. MC, she calls me chief. Why is it that Ablekuma North is dirty and people are accusing me of dressing neatly, meanwhile my constituency is dirty? I'm happy to report to her today that our major challenge, which is the dumping of refuse on the Dr. Busia Highway, that is from Udoko, traffic lights coming to the Akuma Junction. I'm happy to report to you today that we've worked on it and there have been much improvement there. Ordinarily, we shouldn't be putting skip containers on the highway, but to curb this situation, we have no option than to put 2 skip containers on the highway so that they should dump for free for now, so that pressure, my MP will sleep and I also have my comfort in my office. So that's my report for now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable. Your report. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going straight to Ayawaso Central. Ayawaso Central. The General of the House.
Thank you. Straight ahead, I'll go to street lights. When it comes to street lights in Ayawaso Central, oh, sorry, I am Rudolph Collingwood Williams. My areas include Kokomlemle towards Accra Newtown, Malata, Pig Farm area. We cut across to Tesano areas and hit some part of the Caprice Main Road, and then we come back to Kokomlemle. Thank you. When it comes to street lights, we all know that Accra Newtown is a nightlife area. So when it comes to street lights, we have much and a couple of them working. We have most of them working. There's just some few areas that we've identified that we need to, some change the photo cells, we need to work on the poles themselves. Currently, as I speak, our main challenge is around the Alajo Polo Park area, which I think Ghana Water did some works along the gutters there and they've damaged some of our cables. So we are trying our best to raise funds to get the cables reinstalled. When it comes to sanitation, we know that Ayawaso Central is an urban populated area and each and every day we are getting people coming in. So the education is something that we are doing more when it comes to sanitation. And then thankfully too, our area is exposed to all sorts of media, let me say coverage, because each and every time we have the media parading in that area. I also plead that my eyes or our eyes as an assembly cannot be at the same place at the same time. And thankfully too, the one monitoring the sanitation issues for RM is within my locality. So hopefully we'll do our best as and when you see, just alert us and we'll move in there to make sure that the rightful thing is being done. And then also, sanitation has become a work in progress in Central Ayawaso. You clear today, tomorrow it is there. So it's not everything that we can put on air, but we are coming up with strong and strict measures to make sure that some of these things are kept very well. So thank you.
As brief as possible. I like that. Honorable, thank you very much. If you need further particulars, see Honorable and he will do justice to it. We'll go straight to Ga East. Ga East. Honorable Abu.
Thank you. Hi, good day, everyone. My name is Edmond Abu, Municipal Chief Executive for Ga East. That includes Kwabenya, Atomic, Hacho, Aboba, Abokobi, and Taifa, and Domi itself. I rather, most of the time, gloss over challenges than achievement. So since into office for past 3 months now, I like to submit to you a media review of lightning in the municipality. Introduction of this is to outline the result of an inspection of streetlight assessment conducted since I came into office. And the findings, total road distance requiring streetlight is some 84 kilometers. Road assistance with 31 kilometers, but non-function. Hence, we will need rehabilitation. Road distance of about some 53.05 kilometers have no existing street light. Road with non-functioning street light is 31 kilometers. And if I'm permitted, these areas include Ashaiman, Legon Garden, Hacho, Atomic Station, Achimota Station, Westland Boundaries, Ayawaso, Atomic Runabout, Taifa Norway, Atomic, and Abom Junction. And we have a lot of areas or streets that do not have street lights at all. And these include Musuku, Ashaiman Estate, Ashaiman Agisport area, Pantan Refuge Camp, and few remaining roads with street light. That is the Boy Junction, Old Ashaiman, Domichel, Atomic Gate, and Agboba Ecobank area to Hacho. Based on these assessments, on the above data, was estimated some 1 kilometer of road requires 33 number of street lights. Therefore, 53 kilometers of road will require some 1,751 new infrastructure of street light with its accessories. The major roads in the assembly are very busy and need secure, reliable street lights and infrastructure. Urgent rehabilitation and installation of street lights are required. In trying to resolve some of these challenges, I'd like to thank Honorable RM and MP for Kwabenya. As we speak to date, Ga East Municipal have received over 350 street lights, of which over 120 has been installed and functioning well. The remaining 200 currently have no complement accessories, which my municipal is putting resources together to move into the street, hopefully next week, to also light up with the current 200 that we have from the MP.
Honorable, next week, if we can be precise, is it next week, part of August or September?
Yes, so as at yesterday, my able coordinator has approved the memo for that funds. So hopefully Tuesday, we will be out there and it is estimated we are taking some 7 days to complete this activity. Yes, so again, waste management. Currently we are doing a lot, but it's not enough. Again, we have put in a request to procure some 10 units of skip loaders. And I also came into office with no compactor at the premises of the assembly. As we speak, we've been able to trace all these compactors, and they are currently at the municipal offices. So tomorrow, no, the ending of August, which is almost tomorrow or thereabout, we have a community cleanup exercise in the making. So for me, like I said, we need more. We'll continue to ask for more. Currently, what we are doing is not much, so I don't want to close over them. Respectfully, we ask for more. Thank you so much for Ghanai's municipality.
Thank you, Honorable. Asking for more
from our regional minister, our member of parliament, and few media will propagate, and then I'll tax my. We are aware. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Honorable. But if you look up, to the RCC, I think it can take forever. So that is why you are there to help us fix the problems. Thank you very much, Honorable. We are going straight to Okaikwei North. Honorable?
Thank you. Thank you very much. My name is Christian Tetebaja, MC for Okaikwei North, which comprises of 2 constituencies and 2 MPs. Honorable Patrick Yabuama and Honorable Teresa Ladiawoni Obana. It's a difficult area though, but we are capable. Thank you. Street lighting. We have procured.
You have 3 minutes.
As at now, we did 342 street lighting. We engaged assembly members over the period. And this is our street lighting community base, where we have it being fixed by our technical team and also the assembly members within 11 electoral areas. Our challenge is on the N1 stretch from the Dimples roundabout to Akweteman, almost to Ashawo Market Junction. Then from that place to Kata down, the lights are on. So we have...
Honorable, can you mention the place again?
Then again, our challenge is from the Dimples roundabout to Gimpa, of which we have contracted 5 contractors to fix those street lights from Dimples roundabout to Gimpa. Then from the Achimota police station to the new terminal overhead bridge. So there too, the contractor will be there. Then also from Apenkwan to Neoplan, almost on the Sawan stretch, 5 contractors have been contacted and they are about fixing those street lights for us. That is for. And Honorable Teresa Ladiawuni also has purchased and procured 300 street lights distributed to the 11 assembly members within the municipality for fixing. On waste management, when I took office, 3 days in office, there was a heap of refuse within the N1 from the La Paz area all the way to the Dimples Inn. We managed to use the drip machines to evacuate all that refuse, and I'm here to report that we have initiated a 2-way system collection point, that is morning and evening, where the compactors go around to collect the refuse. These are also on evidence base, and I want to show it to the camera. Currently, we have procured all sanitation materials, and we are about in November launching sanitation guards to manage the 2 constituencies, so as refuse collection will be a rapid and a responsible one. Thank you very much.
very much, Honorable. It looks like Kwekuba, but the documents are many. Thank you very much, Honorable. I want to acknowledge the Greater Accra Caucus Chair and Chairman and the Chairman of the Pro Constituency, NDC. Honorable, you are welcome. Reverend Dr. Benjamin Danson. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we are going straight to Tema West. All the potholes on the motorway is...
Thank you very much. And my name is Ludwig Teitotime. W pronounced V. And I'm the MC for Tema West. And Tema West includes Sakumono. So it's broadly categorized into two, the main Tema areas and the periphery, which is the Sakumono, Lashibi, Klagon, and then parts of Tema, which is Committee 2, 3, and 5. Our sanitation is broadly categorized into two main, liquid waste and solid waste. Most of the liquid waste issues are within the communities 2, 3, and 5 areas where they use the sewer lines. The issues mainly with the sewer lines are encroachment, and my sister said there's a treatment plant which is shy of better expression. It's not working, and we have been in talks to make sure we get it up and running, else the liquid waste is disposed directly as it is, which is a bad sanitation measure. Most of the sewer lines have been encroached. There's been buildings on the sewer lines, there's shops, there's containers on the sewer lines. There's been a lot of diversion of the sewer lines over the period. A lot of residents have been sanctioned. When it comes to the main Lashibi, Bachona, Klagon, they have running issues with solid waste where they dump their waste sometimes in the medians. And we had a call yesterday where there was someone who was caught dumping in the median and was arrested, and the appropriate sanctions will be meted out. We also have a couple of areas with skip containers. There are 8 major areas: the Sakumono, Klagon. 2 minutes, okay. Sakumono, Klagon, Ajay Kojo, and Bachona. That's the textbook area. When it comes to street lighting, we were fortunate to have the release of funds to rehabilitate 660 street lights, and that's 60 per electoral area. So most of the major streets, that's the Sakumono spanning all the way to Underbridge, Klagon. Some of the street lights have been up and running. We have parts of the Committee 18 stretch all the way to the motorway. The street lights are also running. But we have issues with some of the streets, and like we all know, security fosters better in darkness. So we've experienced a lot of phone snatchings in the night, especially on the 16 road connecting from Vivian Farm to Committee 18. We've also had some of the inner routes, Committee 17, 20, also having no street lights. So with the the announcement by Yasantua of the time, the regional minister, the 100 street lights will help. We are also in talks with a company to procure some additional 200 street lights to help lit up our communities and make it security free. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable MC for Tema West. We are going straight to Ningo-Prampram.
Thank you very much. My name is Raphael Urianati, DCE for Ningo-Prampram. Ningo-Prampram stretches from Mobole area through to Afienya, Mataheko, Dowenya, Prampram, Old Ningo, New Ningo, through to Lepomuno area to Dawa and Chopoli. So the area is very big, but we are trying our best to manage the area. We will plead if these streets can be upgraded. To street lights. This year we've been able to purchase 150 street lights, and then our MP, Honorable Samuel Nate George, is also supporting in that regards by supplying some areas with some street lights. Assembly members are also helping us in their various areas to make sure that they do some repairs on the ones that have been, we have faults with them. Areas that benefited from these street lights are the Prampram area through to Abia, to New Ningo, Old Ningo, to Amiam. Afienya area, we have a major construction going on there, so that area we could not fix street lights there, and then also the Dowenya stretch. The major constructions going on there, so that's with street lights. When it comes to sanitation, we also have been doing monthly cleanup exercises. We did some in Prampram, Dowenya, Old Ningo, and then New Ningo. And then with the help of traditional authorities, they are also helping us. Because of the Homo Festival, we did a lot of cleanups in the area. And then along the beaches, we are planning to also get a final disposable waste site at Dawa, and then Chopoli. I think with all this, when it comes to billboards, because of the construction going on there, the billboards have already been removed from the roadside. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is Honorable St. George's MC. We are going straight to Ayawaso East. Elijah.
Thank you very much. DC, Kanda, and Paloma is Ayawaso East. So we go to the street light. We have the Liberation Highway, the Al-Walid bin Talab Highway, Hila Liman Highway, Obasanjo Highway, and Hill Street all have been lighted. Ring Road to Paloma Highway. And we have 11 electoral areas, which each electoral area got its own street lights. So total 530 street lights has been fixed. I have the evidence here. I think yesterday someone sent me the video of the Kanda Highway. Thank you. So we go to the sanitation. The Ayawaso East Municipal Assembly has made significant progress in sanitation. When I was appointed as an MC for Ayawaso East, we only had 1 compactor, 2 aboboyas, and 28 street sweepers. And the challenge they were having is every day no fuel, every day no fuel. But thanks to my Member of Parliament, Honorable Muhammad Ture, we are able to fix the issue of no fuel. Thank you very much, Honorable Maknaza. The Ayawaso East has now employed 21 street sweepers and 16 task forces. On the issue of weeding on the street of Ayawaso East, we have started weeding on the Nima Kanda and the Jubilee House frontage to make sure we clean everything and make it look good and nicely for our minister, for regional minister. We have also initiated the operation Clean Your Frontage, which we make sure all the shops in Nima have been given letters to clean their frontage whenever they finish their operation. We go to the billboards. We have received a letter from the Ghana Road Safety Authority, and we have had engagement with the billboard owners, and we have given them by mid of September to get all the billboards out from the median and side of the roads from the Ayawaso East. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable. Thank you very much. So, Jubilee House, you are their landlord. Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving straight to the United States of Ashaiman. It is only in Ashaiman that you have New York, you have Washington, you have Jerusalem. In fact, they are
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. My name is Cheko Freeman, the MC for Ashaiman. And Jerusalem is part of Ashaiman, Lebanon, Middle East. But Washington, Atadeka, Zenu, they are not part of Ashaiman. With regards to sanitation, I met 40,000 cubic meters of refuse that need evacuation at the Ashaiman Main Market, Presby Junction, and within the median, as well as the motorway side. With the help of Sanitation Task Force and the environmental officers, we've been able to evacuate the market, the Presby Junction, and the median. We've taken charge now. We've done decongestion, so no trader is selling in the median now, so we don't have refuse any longer in the median. We have given ourselves a target of tomorrow and Saturday to remove all the refuse that is by the Sakasaka Park all the way to the underbridge, which is the right-hand side of the motorway, the field you see there. That is the target we've given to ourselves tomorrow and Saturday. With street lights, we have concentrated on the business districts and then the principal streets. And with the help of MP, Honorable Ernest Nogbe, who gave us 200 street lights, and the Assembly's own 150 street lights, we've lighted the markets. All the markets now have lights, and the streets. We realized that the median poles are not functioning because of the construction ongoing. So we planted the street lights on the street poles by the side of the road to give enough light to the community. With billboards and signboards. Billboards, we have a lot on the Eastern Corridor, but with the construction of the Eastern Corridor, they are removing them. And the Assembly itself is undertaking revenue collection on signboards. So with this revenue collection exercise, all the signboards that are not well located, we are removing them. And then those that are well placed, we are taking our revenues. We realized that the removal of the metal covers is becoming rampant. So we organized the scrap dealers and met them. And they have also pledged that they will not buy the metal which they know from the drains, because those are clear. And then what we have been able to do is we have partnered with the police. There are guys who use wheelbarrows to move around and they collect those things. So with immigration officers and the police, we are undertaking a task force exercise in order to cramp on them. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Ashaiman. We are grateful to you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going straight to La in Nkwantanang-Madina. Alhaji. Sunday's one.
Thank you very much, my dear sister. Honorable Regional Minister, with the issue of street lights in Nkwantanang-Madina, the Assembly itself was able to procure a number of street lights totaling 146 to fix in all electoral areas, especially those within the central business districts of the community. The other repaired ones, totaling 126, also was carried out through the entire municipality. In total, we are looking at 1,126 or 1,200 to be able to fix within the municipality. With the issue of sanitation, Honorable Regional Minister, Medina Central business alone is where the main refuse is being generated. Daily, we generate 242.2 tons of refuse. Therefore, it makes the work so difficult. But under the current leadership of the Alhaji Ibrahim Faila, we've been able to ameliorate that situation within the central business district. With the cleanup exercise, including the one that Honorable Regional Minister gave a directive to that we started with, we've been able to carry 11 and over within the municipality to ensure that the areas that we have our businesses are very clean. In total of the waste generated within that particular area, over 55,000 tons of solid waste have been evacuated from the municipality to the final dumping sites. Honorable Regional Minister, under the leadership of Dr. Alhaji Ibrahim Faila, we currently having a bilateral relationship with the Yorkshire Metropolitan of United Kingdom and the Philadelphia of the USA to ensure that we have what we call the Sister City Exchange Program to ensure that we beautify the central business district of Medina. Thank you very much.
On that Philadelphia note, thank you, Honorable. Ladies and gentlemen, Shai-Osudoku. Shai-Osudoku. The British blogger.
Thank you so much. I actually thought it was a presentation, so I did some PowerPoint. Sorry, I may have to just read from the slides. Good afternoon. I actually came into office about 3 months ago And when I came, there was a challenge of refuse disposal. My colleague from Kpone-Katamanso, Madina, and Adentan have been bringing their aboboya into my municipality, my district, to dump. And just behind my residence is a huge dumping site. And when you see it, it's a total ISO. So we commenced an aggressive step to look for a final disposal site to evacuate the refuse from that point and send it. And thankfully, we were able to chance upon 2 disposal sites, and we commenced discussions with the families. We have actually realized the point that if we are able to incentivize it, we'll make a lot of money, because he's not having a dumping site. And he has telephoned me on several occasions to permit him to dump in my area. So we are really doing that. We have about 35% of our people dumping indiscriminately. And because we are rural, we are very, very rural. It's only Dodowa and Agomeda and a few of the urban, peri-urban communities that do the escape containers. Majority of my communities are actually doing communal dumping. And when you go into the Shai-Osudoku site, for instance, it's basically communal dumping. So what we are doing right now is to use part of the drip machines to go and prepare the dumping site for them, so that we can encourage them to have a communal site to dump. Then we also, just last week before we came here, the meeting was supposed to be Tuesday, I was going to meet the unit committee members to empower them to form a sanitation task force. The idea is to, invigorate their system to ensure that they own the process of sanitation, and then recruit sweepers in addition to them, so that they can supervise them. When I came, I met a contract that was cancelled already by Zoom Lion, because the termination came from the central government, so there were no sweepers. So I believe that, if I am able to recruit some party folks and join them together with the unit committee member, we can form a sanitation task force and then to clean the environment. So we are about launching that. Next week, Monday, we are going to launch it and it will work. Then we also realize that there is a serious issue of theft when it comes to our street lights. Thankfully, our honorable regional minister gave us some street lights when she launched the 70% Greater Accra Street Light program. And beautifully, we have been able to light some of our streets, and we've been able to repair about 250 of those which are actually broken down. The ECG of Ghana, that's Somenya, cuts part of my district. So they also brought a CSR of donating some street lights to the community. So about 5 electoral areas had street lights. Now the idea is that we've formed our tender committee. We are trying to review the old contracts. The idea is to have 2 contractors, one serving the Shai area, then the other one serving the Osudoku area. And the idea is to form a task force, a street light task force, by recruiting 1 electrician per electoral area who will be in charge of the electoral area, so that when there's a problem, you can quickly connect with the contractor for us to go in and fill. So by doing that, we want to fix 50 street lights per electoral area. But the issue is, because ECG has already done some donations to us, and because VRA has also taken some part, for instance, my community like this is under VRA. They've lighted my community already. So we will eliminate those, and then by November, we should be able to procure the number. And I know once the show mama is coming from Shai-Osudoku, we do not have any problem. The issue about the billboards, I'm actually a rural area, so I don't have a lot of billboards. But fortunately or unfortunately for the advertisers, many of them have been removed by the Adentan to Dodowa Road projects. And when you go to the other side, the Ashaiman roundabout to Akosombo project has also removed almost all of them. Those that are existing now have been notified already to remove them. If they don't move, it means that the materials are going to become scrap for scrap dealers to pick up. So basically, this is what is happening, man. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Ignatius. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to the south. Honorable Okansi, the south.
Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Moses Kabukubi Okansi, the Municipal Chief Executive of Gan South. My municipality shares boundary with Weija, and then we also share boundary with Adesu, that is Upper West Akim Municipality, and then we also share boundary with Kasua. We have Chokome, Kokrobite, down to Domiabra, Ashalaija, Dancha, Mampehia, Ashaiman. Those are some of but a few of the communities. When I took over, some street lights were fixed on the N1 road from Weija through to Sampa Valley and then continued to the Amanfro. We also procured 200 street lights, and we are about distributing them to the assemblymen so that they will be fixed at various points that they identify that they are dark spots where these nefarious activities and these criminals attack innocent people in my municipality. With the Honorable Isaac Okaikwei procured a number of the street lights which he's fixing in his constituency. Honorable Oakley Akwete also is doing same. With the issue of sanitation, we organize a number of cleanup exercises in communities such as English Amanfro, Galilea, Oshiye, Domiabra, Jekudia. We currently, just open up a dam. They are dam, and over the years, anytime they open the dam, my Chokome and other surrounding communities around get submerged. This very year, about 4 weeks ago, they opened it again. I received a number of calls. Hitherto, whenever they open, properties and life are lost. Last 2 years, I'm told 9 children died out of that. And before then, 10 other people lost their life through that. When I took over and they opened it, I took a pragmatic measure to make sure that death and things that never happened again. What I did was to call upon my works engineer to go for 2 machines. Then we move on to the ground. When we got there, I met my colleague, the MC for Weija-Gbawe. He was also present, where we dredged up to the estuary. And this current year, I'm proud to say that we never lost a life, and none of their properties also got destroyed. We are distilling choke gutters. When you get to Botiano Junction, we did some distilling there. When you get to Tuba, we did distilling there. And when you go to Nsunano, the drain there, either to also get flooded, and because a lot of cells are in it, we will distill the drain also. Now, these are some but a few of the achievements. We engage about 4 casual workers to assist in refuse collection. Why the 4? We identify some particular spots where some people deliberately dispose of refuse along the N1 road, which is a ceremonial road and not be allowed to be a dumping site for people. So these 4 casual workers move around to collect this refuse whenever they are disposed of. We also engage some tricycle people to move around to collect this refuse from households. We evacuated a heap of refuse across the municipality to restore cleanliness. When I assumed office,
5 seconds.
Okay. I engaged people to clear the median, which hitherto is supposed to be done by the Ghana Highway Authority. They did that twice. We called on Highway Authority to come and clear the median for us. We wrote to them, they never came. As we speak, the place is bushy. I've contracted some people to clear the median for us, and they are doing that. Now, management of wrongfully placed billboards. We removed 25 non-compliant structures that were mounted as billboards. English Amount Front to Samba Valley, 10 billboards were removed. Tuba to Tuba Runabout, 15 billboards were also removed. With the issue of theft of metal drain covers, Tuba Big Drive Junction, we installed one, and that one was stolen. So we have none there now. Tuba Ajinkwa Junction, we installed one, and it was also stolen. We have none there. Kokrobite Taxi Station, we installed one. That one was also stolen. We have none there now. Sampa Valley, we installed one, and none was stolen. Gansao Municipal Assembly remained committed to its mandate of ensuring clean, safe, and aesthetically pleasing environment for all residents. Thank you.
Thank you very much. On that aesthetic note, we want to move straight to Ayawaso North.
Our brother, the money machine.
Sure. Okay. Haruna Mohammed Awal is the name, the MC for Ayawaso North Municipal Assembly. When we say Ayawaso North Municipal Assembly, it covers areas like the Accra Girl Stretch, Mamobi, Accra New Town. Yeah, they're sitting within the city. So I go straight with the installation of street lights and maintenance. So far, we've been able to do maintenance of street lights within the Ayawaso North municipality to the tune of about 325 pieces. Not forgetting to thank the Honorable Member of Parliament for Ayawaso North, Honorable Yusuf Jaja, for donating 120 pieces of street light, which is being installed currently as I'm speaking here. And with the issues of sanitation, we go straight to, ever since I assumed office, we have embarked on 5 cleanup exercises, major cleanup exercises, which evacuated waste type of like plastic waste. Approximately 60% plastic were collected. That is 660 kg. With the organic waste, 70.4 kg, consisting of food scraps, fruits, vegetables, and the likes. Now we move to unwarranted billboards. The Assembly, through Physical Planning and Works Department, undertook an exercise to remove billboards that were wrongfully erected and at unauthorized locations within the municipality. Out of a total number of 60 billboards, median signage, 47 were removed along the Obasanjo Highway, a boundary between Ayawaso North and Ayawaso West Municipal Assembly. The rest of the 13 would be removed in due course. This activity forms part of the Assembly's commitment to effective spatial planning and the enforcement of bylaws. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable. Weija-Gbawe.
Good afternoon. I'm Felix Udati-Lamti, the Municipal Chief Executive for Weija-Gbawe Municipal Assembly. And Weija-Gbawe has communities like Malam, Gbawe, New Gbawe, CP, Mandela, New Weija, East and West, Tetegu, and the others, Oblogo, Weija, all being part. we share boundary with Accra Central and also Accra South, with Ablekuma North and Ablekuma West assisting us on the rear. In terms of street lighting, like it was rightly stated by the Accra South Municipal Chief Executive, the Ministry of Roads and Highways helped us fix some street lights on the main N1 road from Malam Junction right down to the Accra South area entering into Kaswa. So they did that to help us. Also, as an assembly, we did an assessment to know which of the street lights within the various communities are functioning and those that are not functioning. We came out with an assessment figure of 856 non-functioning street lights within our municipality. And this has to do with the ones that are not functioning at all and the ones that have issues with their photo cell. And 250 of those 250 have issues with their photo cell, and we are working to ensure that we take care of that one. The assembly in recent times, about 3 weeks ago, have procured 350 street lights, which we have done the distribution to our assembly members and other key opinion leaders and stakeholders within the community to ensure that we augment whatever already lightning systems we are having in place. So in terms of street lighting, this is what we've done so far, and the assembly, before the close of this year, we will add an additional 200 street lights to whatever we have done so far. When it comes to sanitation, as an assembly, since I assumed office, we've embarked on 7 major sanitation programs, that is clean-up exercises within most of our electoral areas, namely Tetegu, Oblogo, Bawe, East and West. We've done some too at Makati and Weija-Gbawe. So when it comes to sanitation, this is how far we have come with cleanups within the Weija-Gbawe municipality. Our 0.9 drains within the community, we are using our backhoe to do the desilting of these 0.9 drains within the community. And we started from the Weija Junction area. When you check with the store or shop owners around, they will let you know that for the first time in a long time, we have done the desilting around those places. When it comes to dredging also, we've done a lot of dredging within our municipality because we have a lot of river bodies within the municipality, which if we don't do those things, it brings about flooding of homes and flooding of properties and other things. So my brother at the Accra South Municipal Assembly even testified of one that we did just last week. And in one of our cleanup exercise, we will say thank you to the Lord Mayor of Accra, who joined us at Tetegu in one of our engagements on the cleanup exercise. Also with billboards, our Works and Physical Department went out to do an assessment on the erection of billboards within our municipality. And in our municipality, we have 101 billboards that have been erected within the municipality, which the ownership is 66 persons. 66 persons own these billboards, and we have engaged all of them to.
Honorable, 30 seconds.
Okay. Yeah. So when it comes to billboards erected in the median, we've also contacted those who have erected the billboards within the median. We have 144 billboards that have been erected in the median, which we are going to take drastic measures to work on it because we are collaborating with the Road Safety Commission to ensure that we take all those billboards that have been erected unlawfully within the medians out so that the place will be cleared for visibility when driving across the street. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable. Now, with the kind permission of the Honorable Regional Minister, we'll invite Mr. Bernard Sechiama, the Coordinating Director for Ayawaso West, to do the presentation on behalf of Dr. Mensa.
Thank you very much, Madam. I'm presenting on behalf of my Municipal Chief Executive, Dr. Michael Mensa. I'll start with sanitation. Ayawaso West is classified as an elite municipality, And so we have used modern equipment in clearing weeds. Our major challenge in sanitation is weeds. We have deployed brush cutters in clearing weeds in our municipality. And the work is ongoing, particularly in the medians. This week, we procured 3 more brush cutters to augment work in this area. We have also procured 50 number 240 liter bins for distribution in various places in the municipality to cater for waste management. We are also in the process of applying for permission to use our drip machines for refuse evacuation in the municipality. One area of challenge has been the management of public toilets in our municipality. And so we are engaging some individuals who are in possession of these public toilets to hand them over to the assembly for effective management. We are also procuring 10 more communal containers for deployment in the municipality to improve waste management in the area. We would by mid-September carry out the launch of the monthly sanitation exercise in our municipality. We have been waiting for Ministry for Local Government for a while, but it looks like directives are not coming, so we'll take it up ourselves. We are also recruiting with a withdrawal of YEA personnel from our municipality. We are recruiting sanitary laborers to assist the assembly to pick waste from public places. We are also forming dedicated weeding gangs in our municipality to use our equipment to improve sanitation in our municipality. With respect to street lights, we have undertaken street lighting in key areas of our municipality, particularly in difficult to manage street light areas along the Liberation Road from Tetekwashi interchange to Ikwafu interchange. And then at the Olusegun Obasanjo Highway from the Nima Road junction to CP roundabout, and then the Legon bypass by Gimpa from the George Walker Bush to Gimpa Road intersection. We have made additional provision in our new budget for more street lights in our municipality. In total, we have replaced 97 street lights in our municipality. We are also taking inventory of all street lighting needs in our electoral areas, and we will be packaging them for contracts within the next quarter. Finally, on billboards and signage management, we have defaced billboards and signage in a number of places after several warnings to the clients. When you go to areas around the CPR and roundabouts, we even had directives from the National Security. Somebody without authorization mounted a gantry on the bridge. We have defaced it and removed the banner. We are also removing signage along the Olusegun Obasanjo and the CP roundabout. We have also written to some individuals along the same roundabout and the Liberation Road to remove their signage in the median. At Bawalesi, we have had to remove 2 giant billboards because they were obstructing traffic. And then along the ARS roundabouts and the AH Hotel, we have removed signage in the median. We've had assistance from the National Road Safety Authority. In fact, at the last exercise, the Director General himself was there to give us the moral support to carry out this exercise. We have also captured data on all signages in the municipality. And so today we have data on all signages in Ayawaso West. We had given contract to someone to be collecting advertising revenue. Fortunately or unfortunately, the contract has expired and we have advertised for a new supplier in this direction. We hope to improve management of signage in our municipality accordingly. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. We are so grateful. Ladies and gentlemen, you all agree with me that the MMDCEs have been able to deliver as they were tasked to do. And in all our mentionings, street lights, cable theft, here and there, we have a rep from the Electricity Company of Ghana. Sir, what do you have to tell us?
The issue of, thank you very much. Abbas Ben Wilson, Electricity Company of Ghana Project Office. It's been a collaborative effort between ACG. The name, Abbas Ben Said Wilson, Project Office, ACG. What I'm saying is that the issue of street lights is a collaborative effort between the assemblies and ACG. And so we ensure that we extend power to where the light poles are. But the management of the street light themselves, some of them fall directly under the assembly. So where we heard that some cables have been stolen and all that, those issues need to be reported to ACG appropriately so that the company can see what it can do about it. If it doesn't come to our tables, we wouldn't know, we wouldn't be in the know. And so basically our role is to extend the services to the poles. We know Ghanaians pay a percentage as and when they pay the light bill. There is a percentage that is for the maintenance of street lights. So let us all ensure that whenever there are issues that fall under the mandate of ACG, they are reported to the appropriate. We have district offices in all the districts that we have in Ghana. ACG operates in the district. So you have to identify which district office falls under your operational area so that when you have an issue with the street light, they can be reported to that particular district. And I can assure you that when it is reported, it will be taken care of because we have an officer at ACG, at project office, whose responsibility is to ensure that the street lights are working and working very effectively. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. We are grateful to you. Please hold on. Honorable MMDCEs, this is what EC
surprised to hear this question from you because when it comes to restoration of pavement, it is also under the supervision of the assembly, isn't it? And it is fall within the road reservation, highways and the road agencies come in. So when we are doing project, they actually charge us for restoration because the argument is that we are not civil engineers, we are not road engineers, so we cannot do it to standard. So we pay. So we expect that once we have paid and we have finished, the assemblies will either come back or the road agencies will come back and restore.
Yes, sir. Are you saying that the money that you pay for that to assemblies is the money that you are saying that when you damage the place, we'll use the permit or whatever you pay to fix the place? Is that what you are saying?
So it depends. If it is going to affect the pavement and it's under the highways or any of the road agencies, I know that we pay something towards the restoration. If we are crossing the road, for example, because it is a road that has already been constructed and you have the asphalt overlay on it, and we are supposed to cross it, if it becomes necessary to cut through, we are unable to do trash boring that is underneath, then we'll have to pay for the reinstatement of it. And we are not supposed to be doing that. Once we have paid for it, it has to be done.
Okay, so thank you for the opportunity. Let me use the opportunity to bring something to the fore. It's that the cost of repair is built into your contractor's charge. So every contractor, because you contract people to carry out this work,
yes,
and their contract is the cost of repairs, but they don't undertake that. And following up on it with you is a problem. You're supposed to supervise to make sure that that is carried out. So I'm just a little clarity.
Thank you very much. I don't know if there is anyone here who belongs to the National Engineering Coordinating Team. And so these are some of the gray areas that we try to collaborate. Okay. But I think that once it has come up, Very good. So I think we've met before on that platform. So you understand, you appreciate the explanation that I'm giving. There are a whole lot of issues. So once you brought it up, I'm also a member of that committee. I'll take it up. I'll make sure that we take it up and then we ensure that whoever is responsible does it.
On behalf of our regional minister and all of us involved in the fight against the desecration of the Ramsar.
We take it into consideration whether he has a site plan and a permit. Yes. So if it is there.
Permits for those areas, but your poles are there.
Okay, we'll cross-check that and see what can be done. Thank you very much.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Follow-up question.
Okay.
Sometimes when you change the poles, and some of the poles are concrete, but you realize that when you change them to the wooden one, you leave the concrete poles there. Last time I was driving, it nearly killed somebody. So why do people do that?
Well noted.
Oh, that one too, you have paid money for the assembly.
No, that's Professor. Well noted. We will take note of that. Thank you very much. But you see, like I'm saying, these things have to be brought to our attention. Okay. For example, if it's been given to a contractor, it's within your district, your municipality, or whatever. But once you identify the issue, you notify the nearest ECG office, it will be taken care of. When it has to do with the issue, the pole, I'll give you my contact because so that if there is any such problem in you let me know. The rest, I will inform the appropriate department to take care of. You can still call me and then I'll escalate to whoever is supposed to handle it. It will be handled.
Once you are here, I want to inquire, when it comes to these dugouts within our municipalities, if we are not privy to whatever is coming to be done within our municipality, we have the right to stop them until we go through whatever they are supposed to do before we allow.
Yes, if you are unaware that anything, because the right thing that we do is to engage any of the assemblies that is affected by the project that we are undertaking. Currently, we are undertaking a project from our office at Aveno. We call it station D2E, up to the substation Graphic Road. And if the assemblies that are involved are here, they will testify. We were even supposed to meet yesterday.
29 Metropolitan Municipal and District Assemblies within the Greater Accra region just given a briefing regarding the status of development or transformation within their various assemblies under the leadership and the guidance of the Regional Minister, Linda Akwile Oklu, who also heads the Regional Coordinating Council, the RCC. So just gone by an engagement with the media between all the MMDCEs and the Regional Coordinating Council and the Regional Minister herself. Earlier, she gave an address and then opened the floor for all 29 MMDCEs to update the press and, by extension, the general public regarding the status of development in their various assemblies. 3 main issues were up for discussion or were selected or highlighted for the updates. These will include the maintenance and installation of street lights. Then you have the briefing on sanitation status or sanitation situation within the various assemblies. Then there was also the matter of wrongfully erected or wrongfully placed billboards within the various assemblies. Each MCE or DCE was required to provide an update or status report, progress report, regarding these 3 items or these 3 issues: sanitation, street lights, and billboards. Well, they're just about wrapping up, so let's go back to the RCC and have them wrap up. Once they're done, we'll come back and then we can also do a summary of today's program. Like I mentioned, the discussion has been centered on 3 main issues: street lights, sanitation, as well as wrongfully cited billboards. Let's go back to the RCC.
Since the various MMDCs took over, we've had several engagements. Minister has also been meeting the media or having some interviews, and it looks like the timelines keep shifting. Minister, can you please give us, they have all done their presentation, can we have a definite timeline such that one morning when I wake up, I can go and stand in the middle of a street allocation A and say that Minister gave up to October ending, up to November ending. This MCE or DCE has lied. He or she has not done their work. Can we have a definite timeline so that we can hold people accountable?
Quite well noted, Shadrach.
And please, also on the demolition exercises, are we going to see the various MMDAs doing the work so that Minister will come in subsequently, so that it wouldn't look like the various MMDCAs too should take charge such that support will now be coming from the minister's quarters later. And lastly, again on the Ramsar sites, I was glad when Honorable Bright mentioned the utility outfits presence at the various sites. It is not negotiable, yet we keep seeing ECG and water company meters there. How did they get there? Unless, of course, they want to tell us themselves plus their bosses also have their buildings there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shadrach. On that before note, Honorable, if you have noted, we are just taking another one. The answer to one. Or you want to respond? So Shadrach has asked, I want to, Ayawaso, you do your own and then we'll come back. Michael, Ayawaso. Ayawaso, please hold on. Take the microphone.
Good afternoon, Minister. I am Ayawaso. I report for CTFM Chapman TV. Minister, following the demolition of unauthorized structures at the Ramsar site, there's been allegations that these lands, when they are reclaimed, are sold to private developers. How true is this? And then what becomes of the lands that are reclaimed? Thank you.
Honorable, over to you. Or you take another one.
Thank you so much. Metro, timeline for street lighting within the municipalities. My MCs are here. My MCs are here. I think Adentan mentioned, is it Adentan or Kowo? They gave us 2 weeks timeline, and so please give us up to October, ending of October. I believe by then you should be able to fix all the street lights within the district. And also, I engaged the Ministry of Energy. They are also going to fix the ceremonial streets. They've assured us that they are going to fix the ceremonial streets. It doesn't mean that please don't fix your area. They are just helping us to fix the ceremonial streets. And so MCs are here. We'll make sure that by ending of October, we'll come to your various districts to make sure that all the lights are what? And then the demolition. Yes. The last time I visited Tema, a bright place, and I told her to take charge of the demolition exercise. Because, I also have other engagement. And so I will encourage all MCs present here, especially Dansoma. You have a lot of work to do there. You have a lot of work. Kpone-Katamanso, you also have some demolition exercise to do. You cut across. So don't wait for only regional minister, because the last time I recall when the tragedy happened, I saw a comment made. When I was because such comments. Are you getting it? So, but we are doing it for the good of the people. Not just that we want to demolish people's building, but we are protecting the Ramsar site. And so, in as much as we want to protect, I'm for government land. I want to preserve all government land. And so, even yesterday, I spoke to Ashaiman. I noticed one of the government land has been leased to a Chinese company. So I told them that they shouldn't dare start the project. Because if they dare start the project, I'll be there to demolish that project. And so my duty is to make sure that I protect the government land and Ramsar sites within the greater Accra region. And so the demolition exercise will continue with the demolition exercise, hopefully in 2 weeks' time. But I saw my mayor, the Tema mayor, doing a wonderful work. Please continue with the exercise. And so that my duties, you lessen some of my activities. And then with the utility, like you said, it's non-negotiable. So we'll plead with the ECG. And then also my MCs. You have right to report to them. Because if you don't report to them, they wouldn't know the activities within around your district. So let's also look for task force to go around these enclaves, because they are there, like he said, they are there to inspect the permit and what? And the site plan. Some of them present fake site plan. I must be frank. They present fake site plan, and when they see such, they give them the permit or whatever post they need. And because some of them, trust me, fully fund, they pay for their own poles and electrification extensions. And so that is why we have most of the Ramsar sites having this electricity. But my dear, let's encourage ECG to do better work for us. They should also visit those sites and make sure that all the lights there are what? Thank you so much. And then with the city, our last demolition, I told you that just after the demolition, we'll give the place to forestry to reserve the place for us, to bring the place for us. Why should we give it to a private investor? And so we are not demolishing to give it to a private, no. We want to reserve the natural site. That is all. So we are not going to give it to any investor to come and do whatever. I believe I've exhausted the questions. So any more questions?
My name is Joseph Armstrong. I work with Media General. My question is on sanitation. I want to start from Ablekuma West.
So Ablekuma West, can you come here?
So
Ablekuma West.
Ablekuma West, where we have the Bibu Lagoon turned into a landfill site. To the beach area where we have the sea defense, along Ablekuma West all the way to Tema Metropolitan. The beach area has been turned into a landfill site, a dumping site. Honorable Minister and Mayor for Ablekuma West, what are we going to do to ensure that our beach fronts becomes the place more designated for people like me that likes to relax there? When you get there, we won't see the fields and the rubbish that people dump there every day. Thank you.
Alrighty, okay, thank you very much. For Ablekuma West, if you are talking about the beach, we have a place that we share between Choko and Shabu, where they are having the they are working on the beach, the sea defense. We don't have a problem with fields, with the sea defense. The only place is where we share, where the Mampong enter into the beach. That is where we have a bit of a challenge, but we are seriously working on that. The major problem is with the land site at Okaikwei, and like I've indicated, by end of November we will evacuate that refuse. So rest assured, we will take care of that. Thank you.
I'm Ashia Peregrino Brightman, GBC Obon TV.
I hope it's not for Ablekuma West.
No.
Thank you.
Please, my question goes to Accra Mayor, Honorable Mayor, and Colleague Lotte.
Mayor, please join me.
Those of us who use Kpone-Katamanso Circle will attest to the fact that under the overpass between Neopan Station and VIP, it's now a safe haven for some homeless Ghanaians and criminals. See these people even during the night, during daytime, sleeping comfortably under the overpass.
They've been cleared.
It's so bad, so appalling. If I may ask, what is being done to clear these people from the place? Thank you.
Thank you very much. I don't know the last time that you passed by the place, but we have cleared all of them from there, and all the properties that they have there has been cleared. So very soon, within 2 to 3 weeks, we planning to fence the whole place. So you see some work down there. Thank you.
Is that all?
Yes, my name is Pauline from
Do you want to add?
My question has got to do with concerns about financial compliance and accountability at various local levels. So a report issued by the Center for Local Governance and Advocacy says that all 6 metropolitan assemblies in Ghana, which the Greater Accra Metropolitan Assembly is included, all of them fail to reach standard compliance for financial accountability in the country. So when it comes to auditing and also when it comes to budgeting, spending, and accounting, all these measures, they all fail. And the report went ahead to rank all the MMDCEs in the country, in the Greater Accra region, where we have the first one to be Dade-Kotopon, ranking with 57.5. So when you come to the Greater Accra region, they are the district that is performing very well, but still below the standard. We have Adentan Municipal Assembly coming 51, and goes on and on. As a regional minister, I want to know, what are you also doing to ensure that the MMDCEs, as they are ensuring streets, lights, sanitation, and everything is working well? When it comes to the financial aspects, auditing, everything is done. And my second question got to do with Kpone-Katamanso. That's where I stay. Just behind the airport. The main road, normally we call it the motorway. It connects Kpone-Katamanso and also Madina. That's where Academy City is situated. That particular road is in deplorable state that even motor riders are not able to use. I don't know what are the plans to ensure that we get a road leveled for we the people that we are staying there. And there's also one particular concerning issue that I would like to raise on a personal level. Yes.
My brother, the reports that you said you have, from which period to which period? Because you are just 4 months in office. So don't stop accusing us wrongly. So give us the time period.
And then please, I beg you, please, let our questions be centered on today's discussion, please. I beg you. Thank you. So, where is Agbo? He asked a question. So please.
Okay, so the entire roads, both inner roads and principal roads in West Municipal, Dome-Kwabenya, and then Aboba Academic City, it's no new news. This has been there for quite some time now. And as we speak, all these areas that you mentioned, including Ashaiman Pure Water, and then part of Lekusu, all has been earmarked for immediate resource to be, for those roads to be put to shape by the urban roads. For the inner roads that fall under the municipal jurisdiction for reshaping and making them more travel, we are on course. We had some challenge with our DRIP equipment. That is what has caused the delay. But I'm hopeful, and I can see my regional coordinator out there. Beginning this September, you will see major action being taken on those roads. And you forgot to also compliment me some 2-3 weeks ago where we have to move into Hacho Ekomog Road. The Ghanese Municipal Assembly currently have been reshaped. And then when you look at the Oak Village on the Tema Road, as we speak, there is some reshaping going on there. So we are on course, except that it seems a little bit slow, but what can we do? We only have to accept responsibilities and find solutions to them. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Kojo Adams from Ghana News Agency. My question goes to the Minister, Honorable Minister. I think I will describe your presentation as action-oriented. In your presentation, you mentioned that 128 streets have been lighted.
Yeah.
Just simple. I want you to give us some specifics so that at least it will help for emphasis.
All right.
In the area.
Director, please, you have that record. Okay. Yeah. Kpone-Katamanso Municipal Assembly. We have the 28th February Road, Starlight 9 Road, Independence Arc, Angola Road, Barnes Avenue, and then Independence Avenue. That is for Kpone-Katamanso. La Nkwantanang-Madina. We have the Action Junction, Atomic Junction, Doku to Nikis Road, Social Welfare to Estate Road, Social Welfare to Zongo Junction, and then Post Office, that's the Aviation Road. When we come to La Dade-Kotopon, we have the Givard Road, La Palm Hotel area, 237, and then we have the Che-Ado Township Principal Streets. And then when we come to Ablekuma West, the Dansoma Roundabout, the exhibition roundabout, and then Ayawaso North, we have the Olosengu Obasanjo Road, we have the Newtown Pig Farm Road, and then the Walid Bid Tyler Road to what? Beacon Guta. Yes. So we have all the records here. Yes. And these records were made available. There are 50 days in office. I mean, we made this available to all the media houses. And so if you need a copy, you can come for give it to you.
My name is Samuel Adoba. I work with TV Africa. For the benefit of my station, I want to speak to you.
All right.
Kasa Edifa Ablekuma, from Aya to Ablekuma. Street lights are majority of the street lights in Nigeria. The second distribution of the street lights. from Banyard to Ablekuma Olebo, street lights are not working. And I feel so. I tell you, almost to get him. Maybe I now almost here, general clean, maybe I say 6 and you know, so my pancake and the Sierra and I said, you know what, to get him in the room in China. Almost is an issue as I found as I do got him. The terms are near man. In addition to that, there's a traffic light, Pentecost Junction. I'm talking about Ablekuma, Pentecost Junction. For the past 15 years, last past government, me have your story, Ministry of Roads and Highways. Mama and Yeshi Alpha. It's that street light, Pentecost Junction. The minister and the DC, please work on it first. Thank you.
Yo, Medas, my miss me and TV Africa for BTS. For the Ablekuma, from Banyard to Ablekuma highway, that's the Ayawaso highway. Yaya assessment. They only say, like the earlier speaker said, we are cables in underground. And cars also say all the poles for the street light. And we did assessment, and we value the cost of repairing the street light from Banyard to at least the Canada Junction, that's kind of boundary. And I almost say cost here close to 4.6 million. And the actual call roads and highways for a support. You know the assembly cannot show that this. Yeah. And in our last meeting, any regional minister discussed here, and push you more. But we told them, say, at least for the traffic light on that stretch, and the urban roads for so I was there with them. I think a month ago, because that's Mr. Doma for the regional urban road. When I say for that the traffic light, they work on it. And the Pentecost Junction, that's the Agape electoral area, so and yet light needs 15 years. We say why? No, road new in 2012, 2014, so it can't be 15 years. I beg you. And also, and on the highway, Mr. Moore, Mikael said the Ayawaso highway, 10.5 kilometers falls under Accra Central. You are starting to clear the highway. You are dividing to 3.3 kilometers. There are 3 different companies. And because it's work in progress. I believe say by next 2 weeks, maybe they will pack everything from the highway.
And then the traffic lights. Okay, traffic lights.
Yes, traffic lights is because once them say, everyone will say, but for the street lights, the cost involved is beyond a chain assembly. So we're working on it. Payment depends on the urban rules department. Because people, they assured me they work on it. But they didn't give me time.
So you should do a constant follow-up.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Okay. Intimidate me come and then I have and say you hope me now highways so but penny of electricity company. What my assurance say with the stolen cables for the street lights, it falls under the electricity company. So from today, our letters will not go to the highways, and we want to assure you. So once they come, I'm sure the street lights itself does not have a problem. It is the cables free as here. And I also want to appeal to our ECG man. Most of the street lights we are complaining, Mama, it's not about it going off.
Yeah, I know.
It's loose contacts. Yeah. The cables we use. So I think the ECG should come in and then recommend the ideal cables for us. Thank you.
But please don't rely on them. I beg you. Rely on them. Don't rely on them.
Thank you.
All right.
Me the kind of polyglot abaso because they on Kpone-Katamanso cycle. The polyglot mobile with pedestrian walkway.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Oko cycle Ayawaso Central. AMA. Some metro side on. Nante, baby, Nante. And then Ayawaso Central, Yamaki baby, Ediamaki before we say Nante, Yamaki Ama Omo. And then since your mother baby, Nante say a war area. And on a day, Afa, walk here, Yamaki Maki, Ema before medase.
Say I'm in Ayawaso Central. Say I got any business area. And I go for say I can say I mesh that you don't even need to encroach the pavement. But as I speak with you, phone dealers near the Omaji pavement now. I'm consulting. Over here, say you need task force. You need a strong force. And my brother Accra Metropolitan, each and every time you do come together with Osukwale. If you can see, I gave a notice. And throughout the weekend, we are making announcements so that when we come in, we want to give them ample time. Me also, I think 3 weeks. So it's a constant way at the trust me, very soon, you see what will happen there with the pedestrian passage. We will take care of that. Thank you. Demarcation.
Markings.
The markings are already there with the mesh. You get it. Osha, pavement no and a mesh no so a wall. But a bit more free mesh where the pavement you are supposed to walk. As I speak with you, don't worry, you'll be friend very soon. You will follow us to do the work.
Thank you. As far as we are with our priority, which one I will speak down. Because I chop in now, no what was it grown? May report me how Green TV FM and MyGhanaMedia.com. Honorable, as regional minister, or MMDCEs. Sanitation issues here. Second way, the fracture one of the factors is contributing to people. No, Makpafa might be again. Yeah, Oshi, or MMDCEs. Many will fear. That may who take the bear, questions. No, to about
Regional Minister Iwi. Secretary lawyer. Tawa Yuku. Me work on the bad. She for the meantime, Secretary Lemomo Wawa. You said there, Eko can't override attention. The better the Akayan feel. J. Ian Niwa, Secretary Legislative Basic. The war in Papa Fire. What Tawa Yuku. BP Kakamete, I'm any acham here, I'm a secretary place there. I'm a he, she NGO Koipa, ni Wakame, now I'm a secretary specialist, and they are going to work on them. I'm a Unaka Jim of family is a Ghana. You are banana and watch in the BQ. I love you, Malay. Ghana. The woman PA was a she because of top money they were here show. Again is again. Well, we are working on it and very soon we'll run our results. Thank you.
My name is Godfrey. I'm one for work with Weija TV. My issue has to do with the gas out. The N1. In fact, I also have evidence on my phone with regards to the street lights. In fact, the road is dark and we can't tell when there is general light out when even using the road because we are always driving in the dark. We made mention that they've installed some street lights. I can tell you that from my last check, we don't even have up to 5 street lights working. Exactly. So you can do that cross-checking too. Or you can tell us where exactly that those street lights are being fixed. And the most dangerous part is from broadcasting to the toll booths. In fact, the median is bushy and the places too that have the videos on my phone if you want to view it. You can't see anything when you're in the car going. So I want you to address this and tell us I wish that this becomes a priority of you or your office, and ensure that this thing is being fixed. At least even if we have half of the road fixed, we'll be happy.
Thank you very much. When you listened to me when I was presenting my information to the public, I made mention that when I assumed office, the median was bushy, and through the support of the highway, we cleared it twice. It's bushy again. I wrote to them, followed up again, and they are not coming. Currently, in my statement, I mentioned that people are there within the median. If you want from here, you can go and you see. I'm saying that go there and see. You will see people waiting. Whether they started today, tomorrow, yesterday, or whatever, go there. That is evidence based. I don't want to tell you that they started yesterday or whatever.
No, but please, let's be mindful.
Okay, they started yesterday.
And then the street
yes,
lights.
They started yesterday.
Then what are the
and the street lights? Like we made mention, it was highway authority that fixed the street light from Weija to Amanfro, almost to Kasua. And we realized that some of them are faulty, which we have written about, sending the letter to them. I didn't want to talk too much because of the timing. We've written about to deliver the letter. I'm sure before I leave here, the letter will be sent to complain to them about the nature of the lighting system on that particular route, to see whether that one too they will respond. Now for the weeding, they didn't respond, which I've taken steps in clearing it myself. I'll see if the lighting they will do. If they will not do, I will surely liaise with my regional minister and other meeting Ghanaians to support the assembly to fix them.
So are you okay? So follow up. Farmer,
if you're not really okay, when we are done, you can engage in person.
One-on-one.
Okay, thank you. Maybe the make a street lights. The Medin de Kodo Asempa, Maripotoma Unia TV. May MC Ewasi, Okaikwei North. Pacho, why are the pa,
All right, the various MMDCEs within the Greater Accra region and in the company or under the leadership of the Regional Minister Linda Akwili-Oklu, giving us updates regarding the status of sanitation, broken down or non-functioning street lights, as well as, if you like, uncovered drainage and the wrongful siting of billboards within their assemblies. This update was under the auspices of the Regional Coordinating Council, and we're hoping that it will be periodic so that we can have some updates. Some promises, though, were made, the minister assuring that by October of this year, street lights within the Greater Accra region will all be up and functioning. I am Nana Tufuo Boateng. Many thanks for your time. Keep watching Channel 1 TV.